Hello, hello. My name is Leah Lachlan, and I just want to thank you for your interest in the Brain Book. And so this is one of several short videos that I have made to support you in using it most effectively and to really support you in making it work for you. Most of it's pretty self-explanatory. Anybody could open the Brain Book and see ways that they could manage their time and design their day. But there are a few parts of it that I think it's helpful to have a little bit more explanation and training, which is why I've made these videos so that it can be the best possible tool it can be for you. And so just a little bit about the background. This is a book that has evolved and transformed um, and metamorphosized over several years now. And it really comes from my desire to, my personal desire to steward my time as effectively as I can. You know, our days on this earth are numbered, and each day is a precious gift. Every 24 hours that we get to live is a precious, precious gift that we get. And I want to fully invest every moment and steward my time as wisely and effectively as I can. And so, in my own personal pursuit and journey of learning to do that, the Brain Book has sort of been birthed from that motivation. And it's something I've personally used for years and years and years that eventually decided to make it a tool for other people to use so that you can do the same. And so I'm kind of a big nerd and I love time management and time management tools and productivity tools. And I've really become a student of those skills. And these are just tools and things I've picked up along the way from all kinds of different places, things that I've actually worked with, things that I have found that worked, and I've even eliminated things that I don't feel like work. And so here we have the Brain Book, and it is forever being revised. And so the version we're using this year, it will probably be slightly tweaked next year. It's a work in progress always. And so, so that's a little bit about the background. So these are just a few like user tips. So if you're interested in it or you have it, here are just some tips to use it most effectively. Okay, and I first want to encourage you to make it your own. There may be some tools and resources you use that aren't in here. And I also realized that not everybody's brain works exactly the same. And so there may be tools in here that don't resonate with how you work, how you think, how you like to plan. Okay, so do feel free to make it your own. And that is the reason we're not printing it from my office and shipping it. It's a file that can be downloaded, which means you can take it to your own FedEx or wherever you print your things, and you can have them add or take away. Now, when you do that, something to be very mindful of is how the pages line up, because they're meant to be printed, double-sided when you print them. And so one thing you'll want to make sure happens is that your week at a glances match up. There's a version I printed for myself and somehow got the page numbers mixed up, and I didn't have them printed that way. And so my weeks at a glance were broken up, and it messed with my brain. So I would not recommend doing that. You want to open it up and see your whole week at a glance lined up. All right. And so you may need to add a blank page. I have to do that to my own personal one. I have to add a blank page so that all the pages line up. And I actually like doing that because I like to have some blank pages throughout my own Brain Book to just doodle or write down notes or something I want to remember. So I actually love the blank pages. Okay, so do make it your own. Print double-sided. And then there are 2 pages in the back that are specifically for the Mary Kay women out there. So you may or may not need to use these, but one of them is new consultant tracking. It's at the very end of the document. It looks like this. And only 1 page is entered in there. And there's only four boxes per page. So you're definitely going to want to print more for that quarter. And that's what I would recommend doing, is print enough for the quarter, um, based on an estimate of how many new people you think you'll add in 90 days. And then you've got it all right there. And then same with the next page, which is career survey tracking. That's got 35 lines per page. And again, sort of estimate how many people you're going to be in front of per quarter. And then you're going to want to print enough pages so you can track that. So that's going to be a personal decision you need to make as far as how many you want to have printed. I do use tabs. Here's my own personal one. My own personal one is like the only edition that exists in the world. I feel kind of cool to have it. It's my own personal Mary Kay National Sales Director version, Leah version of the Brain Book. And I actually do have tabs. And the things that I find most helpful to tab are the months at a glance, so that I can easily jump to my months at a glance, and I have mine printed out for the entire year. And that's another thing you'll want to consider. Do you want to print it out per quarter and just have a quarter bound together or in a binder? Or do you want to print the entire year? And I think that's just a personal preference. So I've got every month of the year, and then I've got also my quarters. When the goal setting starts in the beginning of the quarter, in the Mary Kay world, we sort of live our lives and work our businesses in 90-day cycles. So for every 90 days that goes by, you sort of reevaluate, you goal set again, you crunch numbers again, and you kind of reevaluate your life and your business, to then make a new plan for the next 90 days. And so every time that new quarter starts, I do have that tabbed, so I can easily jump in between quarters. And then the other thing I have tabbed would be the tracking in the back, new consultant tracking, career survey tracking. I want to be able to easily jump to those in the back and have those pages readily available. Okay, and so then the last few thoughts I'll share to wrap up this video would be to encourage you to get into a 90-day rhythm. Whether you're inside the Mary Kay world or not, 90 days is a time frame where you can create change, where you can create growth, where you can create momentum in any part of your life, whether it's your business or your finances or your weight or personal development or relationships. There's something about a 90-day cycle that allows you to transform and change and create growth. And so when that unfolds, the picture is different. And when the picture is different, it's a good natural time to just reevaluate your life, your goals, where your head's at, where your heart's at. And so we have designed this brain book to be used in 90-day cycles, or to teach you to be in a 90-day rhythm. And so in the Mary Kay world, that would be on January 1st, and then April 1st, and then October 1st. And did I hit all of them? Yeah, January, April, October, and then January again, right? I feel like I'm missing one. Okay, anyways, well, you do it 4 times a year. And it's this goal setting session and number crunching session that you go through to restate your goals, even restate your mission statement for your life and your business, because it does tweak and change and things evolve over the course of a year. And once you have that plan in place, your 90-day plan, your 90-day focus, my recommendation is just to put your head down and work, and don't look up to reevaluate again until those 90 days have gone by. Sure, you make tweaks and changes as you go along, and there's a weekly review at the end of each week that gives you an opportunity to reflect and kind of think through, what's working, what's not working. So you are doing small reflections throughout the 90 days. But the plan that you create from your goal setting, you'll really want to just give it a 90-day shot. Like you've got to try things for 90 days before you even can really see if they work or are catching on or are creating momentum. Okay, so may this bless you and your life and your business and everything that you invest your heart and your time in. And check out the other videos, which have some more friendly user tips. All right, see you later.